That is definitely bigger than the last one.
Alright, welcome back to Bangers and Mash, and this week we've had it with these motherfucking aliens on this motherfucking spaceship. Alright, welcome back to Bangers and Mash at the Movies, and this week we're taking a look at Independence Day Resurgence. It's the sequel to the 1996 Will Smith movie, Independence Day. We're looking at Independence Day Resurgence. Better they call it Resurgence than, like, say, Reloaded or Revolutions or some shit like that. They considered Returns, Retaliation, Rises, or Requiem for the titles.
And we were like, why are they all R's?
Yeah, why all R's? The movie was directed by Roland Emmerich. He's the original director of the first movie. If you do know him, you'll also know that he made that 1998 shitty Godzilla movie. So this movie does star Liam Hemsworth. It's Chris Hemsworth's brother, the guy that plays Thor, if you don't know. Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman, some of the other old characters from the movie you might recognize, and a bunch of nobodies that you may or may not recognize, basically.
I can't believe it's been 20 years.
Still gonna take your father to the anniversary?
We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
Or this movie takes place after the first, and it's 20 years after the events of the first movie. So they've used the alien technology to kind of make like a space defense program. It's all, like, the second movie now is all spacey and almost like Star Trek.
Star Trek-y, yeah.
You know, apparently while testing the prototypes of the technology, Steven Hiller, which is Will Smith's character, he died during a test flight, and that's how they wrote him out of the movie.
That was weak.
We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
On this day in 1996, the world escaped the clutches of extinction.
So Dr. David Levinson meets with this warlord, Jeff Goldblum, and they take him to a still intact alien ship where they discover that there is like a distress call going out.
Yeah.
So some of the ships emerge the next day.
No, it's like one ship.
Okay, so like a ship emerges the next day through a wormhole, and they immediately like blow it up.
But in their sacrifice, we found the technology to build a stronger and safer Earth.
Yeah, so the next day, the pilots Jake Morrison, Charlie Miller, the Warlord, and I don't know, a couple of others, they fly out to the wreckage of the ship they blew up. They recover a container, and out of nowhere, an alien ship, like a bigger one, appears and destroys the defense system like it was nothing. So the alien mothership sets up over the northern Atlantic Ocean, and it just starts like drilling into the earth, trying to like harvest our core, essentially killing us. The rest of the plot's just really convoluted and confusing. I mean, they start comparing the aliens to the insects on our Earth. Really, if we just say anything more, we're just kind of giving away this movie. Basically, to sum it up, some aliens are pissed off and attacking Earth, and it's up to our new heroes and some old heroes to save the day.
We found something out here.
Really, so to get this out of the way, though, Will Smith was not in the movie.
Like not a single scene.
No. You see like a little picture of him in some situations, but yeah, he's not there. That was a bummer immediately.
Yeah, so the movie starts with some pretty decent action, and it kind of sets the pace. The acting wasn't that great. It was pretty shitty.
Yeah.
I know some love Jeff Goldblum.
I do. Yeah.
So do I. And the feeling that he was kind of like Christopher Walken-esque, kind of like...
Yeah, really broken talking
during an action
maybe
movie.
You know, like kind of quirky out there, and it didn't really work, yeah.
No, and all the other actors are like, America, fuck yeah, and it just didn't really work with the whole hero roles.
Yeah.
How did they get the lights on? We didn't.
The action sequences near the end specifically were just overkill. They were cheesy, almost, winded.
Yeah, the plot was just really straight shit on a shingle. The first half was fine. The second half just falls apart so bad. By the end of the movie, we're just seeing such cheesy shit, like something you'd expect to see from Logan's Run, the robot box, if you've seen the movie.
About me. Just get as many answers as you can.
They're building for something much bigger, you can tell, so they really left the shitty movie open for sequels. They try and pump us for the next movie, but it's really hard to do since this one was so lackluster. I mean, is this supposed to just, like, be a hype building movie, or, is the next movie supposed to be the good one? Because, I don't know, man. What did you think of Independence Day Resurgence?
So my pros were, the CGI was good, like it was really amazing because of like a big budget and the whole thing.
Yeah.
The aliens look cool, but then my cons are just, did we really need another Independence Day? Do we really need a trilogy maybe coming up?
Yeah.
Really, I don't know if Will Smith's character would have helped. If he would have been like the star actor, would it have helped the movie? Would it have not helped the movie? I don't know.
Yeah, it would have overcome that shitty script.
Yeah, like, I think it was better that he, like, concentrated on Suicide Squad right now.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants to turn down DC, and really going back to another maybe failed Independence Day was probably a good choice for him.
Yeah.
The movie really gets about a 4 out of 10 for me, really.
What goes up must come down.
Shouldn't we be nervous?
Yeah.
Alright, so the pros of this movie. It was always cool to see Jeff Goldblum. I mean, I love Jeff Goldblum. There's lots of action, and the pacing was good in it. It may satisfy those who have not seen the original movie. The cons, though, are it won't satisfy those that didn't see... Like if you've seen the original, this will not satisfy you. The one-liners, alone just ruin the movie. Not to mention, one-liners done by shitty actors. For example, if Bruce Willis does, a one-liner in Die Hard, it's fucking awesome. When every character in the movie tries the one-liner, it's fucking garbage. And then 2 hours of people trying to sound cool is just really not enjoyable. It's like the writers wrote the dialogue based off what they Google searched, the word cool. Yeah, basically the acting was bad, atrocious at that. I mean, such lines like, let's go kick some alien ass. I mean, lines like that just ruin this fucking movie, man. Not to mention the horribly executed plot. The end of the movie is a giant fucking slap to the face. And you know, I advise you to watch this fucking movie just to the end, just so you know to what extent this movie slaps you in the fucking face. It doesn't even lick the dog shit covered boot of the first Independence Day.
Yeah, really, we love Independence Day. We love the original
I love
one.
the first one, yeah.
You should be going back and watching the first one.
They should be ashamed that they even made this movie, not to mention setting up for a fucking sequel, potentially. I give this fucking hot turd a solid 2 out of 10.
We convinced an entire generation that this is a battle that we could win. We sacrifice for each other, no matter what the cost. And that's worth fighting for.
That's a pretty low score from you. The movie was a pretty big disappointment, though. Really, they really failed to live up to the expectations of the original.
No, it did not in any way please the fans of the original. It was garbage.
It's just like most sequels nowadays. Like, the first is better. And really, 20 years later, did we need a second movie?
No, do we need this again? Yeah.
It was better just to, leave it in, the limelight,
Yeah, it's not hard to see why Will Smith passed on this fucking piece of shit. I mean, this was a worse sequel than Zoolander 2, and if you've seen our previous
Zoolander
videos...
2 was bad.
Yeah, you would know we fucking hated that movie.
Although we did enjoy Finding Dory.
Finding Dory.
Not all sequels are bad.
You want to watch a good sequel? Go to the theaters and watch fucking Finding Dory. Do not watch this. Avoid this like the plague.
This has been another Bangers and Mash. Don't forget to tune in and subscribe.
I'm fucking pissed at this movie.
He's really pissed at this movie, even more than Zoolander, and Zoolander was terrible.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe, stay tuned, check out Bangers and Mash Live, check out our iTunes and SoundCloud, Facebook and Twitter, and until next time,
Fuck off.